Yep. Just a brain. Can I just do brain related?
Yeah, brain related. That's fair.
Yeah.
Cerebrovascular accident.
And my second one. Where was it? Oh, I was gonna go with Paul McCartney. He's 68.
Another Beatle bites the dust.
He does have to eventually go.
I almost picked Ringo, to be perfectly honest. But
I really think there's got to be a Beatle to go this year. Ali, since I offended you, would you like to call the method if it's reasonable?
I actually, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he's going to go this year. I think that's a bad pick.
Okay.
I think he's very healthy for as old as he is.
That's fine. I'm going by blood infection.
Septicemia. We have Pat Brendan taking septicemia. Well.
Hey, if his appendix bursts and he goes septic, that counts.
Yeah, I guess so.
I would give you an 8 on septicemia for Paul McCartney.
I'd say 9.
Paul McCartney dying of blood infection. I give it an 8.
Blood infection 9 for Paul McCartney.
Remember, 9
Okay.
is like a step away from an act of God. So
Okay.
Yeah, it's
And what were we giving for brain aneurysm?
Oh, that's who I was.
A 4?
yeah, they're worn. So yeah,
They are.
I
the
completely
Osbournes,
forgot
right?
some of it.
Yeah.
Four
All right, we're back to Ali.
Fuck. I'm going to go... I'm going to go with Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Somebody I actually have a picture of.
Why?
Because he's... Oh, please.
He's
He's
the oldest former president. He's
Boating
rusty.
accident.
boating accident. He's taken a possible one, though, but he's going for the points.
Actually, I'm going to be smart. I'm going to say sudden illness.
Okay.
Pneumonia.
Sudden illness? Congratulations, you've just wrapped up 90% of the diseases, whereas the other 10% knock on your door and say, hey, I'm coming for a visit next month.
So it's like
We
have a memo from fucking diphtheria. Like clear your calendar a week from now. Diphtheria.
Okay, so Jimmy Carter's sudden illness.
No, pneumonia.
Pneumonia,
Where
okay.
does he live?
Georgia.
This matters, you know.
No, to be fair, he's like really involved in Habitat for Humanity and like global crisis and things. So he jet sets around
Yes.
everywhere. Like he could pick that shit up in
That's
Latvia.
moderately reasonable.
Yeah, fuck you guys, it is.
Given how he jet sets all across the world, he's bound to drop dead at some point of, I could easily believe, pneumonia. If you're going specific like that, though, I'd give you like a 7 or an 8.
Lung illness.
What did we just give an 8 to? Though?
Respiratory illness. How about that?
We just gave an 8
We're all
to
over the place.
septicemia.
No, we gave a 9 to septicemia.
I don't know, 7, 6, 7.
I got that one locked in.
7 for respiratory illness.
7 for pneumonia for yeah.
Okay.
At least name an organ. I think that's the new rule.
Okay.
Okay, so we got
Wait,
Luke.
what the hell is septicemia? I'm sorry.
It's blood poisoning. It's just I
You
use
have
the
an
fancy
infected
term for
bacterial
it.
infection in your blood.
Wow.
With my next choice, it's sad. This guy doesn't even have a picture on Wikipedia. Louis Anderson,
Oh.
the old
Wow.
host of Family
Is
Feud.
he gonna drown in his jowls?
I'm not gonna lie. Family Feud hosts in the early going had were not long for this world.
No,
Since
Since
then-
done, yeah.
Richard Karn, Steve Harvey. I mean, we've gotten some ones that are safe for now. But if you're like, what did Ray Combs die? Did he kill himself?
I think he might have.
Okay.
Shut up.
Well, see, that's what I'm worried about with Louis, because he's had he was blackmailed like a couple years ago.
You what?
Yeah.
There's been some serious research done here, and I must commend you.
I'm
I'm a big fan of all the backstory.
But so I'm worried about it. He wrote a self-help book too about self. He wrote 3. So I think there's a serious suicide issue coming on, and March 24th is his birthday. So maybe he wants to get to 58. I don't know.
You know that those who suffer silently.
What I want to know is his self-help book about how to avoid getting blackmailed? Like, is it?
I'll read you his 3 books. There's
Why do you have this?
it says, "Dear Dad, letters from an adult child that his his father passed away. Goodbye, Jumbo. Hello, cruel world." That just sounds like
Okay.
Dad. Self-help book for those who struggle with self-esteem issues. The F word: How to Survive Your Family. 49 family survival tips.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna say there's a suicide. I think he's gonna do it.
Oh, you're gonna name the
I
method?
like
Yeah,
to swallow
yeah.
his own jowl.
All you need is
No,
suicide.
I think he does sleeping meds. I bet he does. I bet he does sleeping meds.
You don't have to pick specifically. If you want like the more points and are going to go with sleeping meds,
No, I think it'd be sleeping meds. I don't think.
Okay, can we give an 11 to that? Because he called method and unnecessarily called the specific medication.
But look at those book titles, you know, it's getting out, like, you gotta give something for, like, obvious. Like,
for the extra specificity, we'll go 9.
Okay.
yeah,
But we can't go even go 10 because there have been 6 hosts. One is at least one has already committed suicide. I don't know. I haven't seen Steve Harvey in a
I'm
while.
okay with 9.
Ray Combs.
Oh, that's who we were talking
I
about.
think he did. I could be saying this to the podcast and then be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure he did.
Like, Ray Combs' estate is at this very moment drafting legislation against-
You're gonna get sued for everything you have, Ray O'Brien.
Well, the great thing about this podcast is, or the blog in general, is that it makes absolutely no money. So,
Oh,
it'd be,
not yet.
not
Yeah.
yet.
I'll catch up
Not
on
till I sell out to the man.
Oliver's turn?
Ray Combs hung himself in the closet of his hospital room.
There we go.
Okay, well, lawsuit averted.
Fact checking.
All right,
Okay.
back to my pick. I got
He hung himself in a hospital room. Lawsuit averted.
I have a slew of old people. I'm gonna take my last young pick, and I was waiting for someone to force my hand, but no one did it. Which means I thought someone would pick Misha Barton.
Yeah.
But since everyone else is passing her all the way to round 13, I'm gonna take that as a sign that I shouldn't take her. That it's a gift horse. So instead, I am going to go with Andy Sandemus.
Who the fuck is that?
That is,
I thought that was Andy Seabird.
as her picture shows here, and you guys can decide celebrity or not.
Ooh.
But she is a porn star,
Okay.
and she is a AVN Female Performer of the Year nominee.
Okay.
And with a lot of deaths in the porn industry, I'm going to take porn star, and I'm going to go with. I don't know that she uses drugs is the problem. I picked her because she looks more burnt out than the other ones. Like, she just looks like a shot out person in terms of someone who's under 25. Yeah, but as I was scrolling through the other ones, it seemed like Brie Olson still looks like, oh, I'm 22 and young and still have hope. Andy Sandemus is apparently a dirty freak in her videos.
Is she into that octopus stuff?
I'm gonna go with the octopus stuff that we saw earlier. I'm gonna go with homicide, just because that.
Whoa.
Damn.
Well, it happened with Peter North. It happened with
Someone
Peter
killed
North is
Peter
dead?
North?
No, Peter North was involved in the Wonderland murders. No, was that John
No,
Holmes?
that's John Holmes.
I'm sorry, Peter North.
Yeah, Peter North would have been like 3.
I apologize to the state of Peter North. He has never been involved with any homicide. I'm referring to John Holmes, of course, in the Wonderland murders. But no, apparently it happens all the time in like gonzo porn and stuff, is people get beat on and their murders abound. So I'm going to go Andy Sandemus homicide, and we're going to give Misha Barton a reprieve in this area.
You talking like snuff film? Is that what you're getting at, really?
No, I'm just
You
saying.
can guarantee that the film will actually run.
Ah,
Okay.
we just went back to Jimmy Carter for a reason. There's Misha Barton.
Jimmy Carter dies in a snuff film.
No.
That's a 20.
That's what's funny.
No, it's not going to be a snuff film. It's going to be like she's at some shady producer's
I
house
gotcha, I
and
gotcha.
something's going down.
I'll
And
give that a...
It's Phil Spector.
If she's the nominee for the year,
so she didn't win. I think I was checking through the winner's name. I think was Tory Black, but I literally looked at all the nominees and just went by picture and said which one seems like she's burnt out the most.
Okay.
They all have 2-syllable names and a last name like
Um,
Johnson.
You liking a 7 for this, or you want to go higher?
7 is good
homicide,
for me.
yeah.
7. I'm good with 7. Oliver?
Oh, what?
Yeah, 7.
7 for homicide for Andy Sandemus. Okay.
I'd like to point out that Ali has not yet stopped playing with the Megazord, and he's just taking it apart into separate Zords at this point.
Yes.
We're 28 minutes into this section, so it's impressive that he can play with something like that. His childlike sensibilities.
All right, well, I
With a
will
back-to-back
go
Chadwell
with my
picks.
2 picks. So, first one is a combo pick for combo utility, going with Willie Nelson and Tommy Chong. Causes
Okay.
somehow related to
Ooh.
a lifetime of marijuana use. So, emphysema, respiratory failure, something related to respiratory issues.
Okay, so respiratory issues. Seeing as they both have spent time in prison somewhat recently, Willie Nelson very recently, and Tommy Chong I think within the last couple of years, I feel like their health has to be at some point
Is Cheech
deteriorating.
dead?
Oh, no.
No,
Cheech is
okay.
going
I was
strong.
wondering why you didn't pick Cheech and Chong.
Cheech is waiting for the Nash Bridges reunion.
Yeah, Cheech is mellowed out a bit. I want the stoners.
He was just in Machete, so he's
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I need to
yeah.
see that.
Yeah,
he's still going strong.
definitely worth it.
Machete don't pay.
Respiratory illness, I'd give that a 4.
Okay.
We good with that?
The
I.
Tyrannosaurus
It
is
seems
falling on the
reasonable.
ground.
It seems actually, yeah.
I was thinking more like 2 or 3.
No. I was gonna say because I don't think it's gonna. Well, then I'll defend it at 4 because
Okay.
if we don't know that they have lung disease and it hits them and kills them within a year. Lung disease usually takes
That's
a while
true.
to wear you down.
That's true.
So I think it's like 4 or 5.
I'd say 5.
Okay, we'll bump it to 5. And you got another pick, Chadwell.
Yes, I do.